I'm ZK from Team Dynamic. My position in Team Dynamic is the main opper. To practice my op, what I like to do is I usually just go on deathmatch servers and I try to scrim as much as possible. I think the main thing is scrimming a lot, because in deathmatch you can improve your shot, but you don't really improve your game sense and that kind of stuff. And I think when you're playing a competitive match, that's what's like really important. A lot of people are not sure like how to get like the most out of your no-scoping. What I usually just like to do is I just like to pull out the op and I wait until like it stabilizes on the screen, and then I usually just shoot. And it's not always accurate, but that's the way you can get it to be like the most accurate. Like right now I'm aiming, if there was a guy right there, and I'm pretty far away for a no-scope too, and like all my bullets are going pretty accurate. But if I'm not doing this technique and I'm just shooting as fast as I can, the bullets are gonna go like all over the place. A lot of people don't know when they should single scope or double scope. There's some spots that are really good to just single zoom, because you can see everything around a lot easier, and you can see flashes coming over certain like objects a lot easier. And a lot of people, I feel like they double scope way too much, and it basically gives them vision of nothing around that, and like one flash over the train or whatever, you will never see coming, and he's gonna be fully blind. Whereas if you would just have like single scope, you could see like everything more. A lot of like operas, they have like a different view on that. Some people say that if you like double scope, you basically have like an easier shot because the model that you see in your screen is bigger. But I feel like it really depends on how you feel. Like if you think you're gonna get flashed over the wall or something, you should single scope it. If you think you're gonna get peeked, like if a sniper is gonna come and he's gonna challenge you, then you can safely like double scope and just wait for him to come. This is really cool too at the start of the round. You can watch a ladder drop. You can call to your team when there's people that go down the ladder, and when you have that information, usually your teammates can throw a Molotov or a smoke behind the ladder train, and that's completely like going to disable anything going out the ladder train. People do this mistake way too often on this map. Is like when they go down ladder, they'll usually get down this ladder like really carelessly, and sometimes they'll just go down like in the middle here and start running right away, and that's one of the main things that you don't want to do when you get down. So what you want to do if you're getting down ladder, this is like pretty basic, but it's really helpful too. You want to jump when you're on the ladder, so you get in this corner right there, and then they don't see you, and you can just jump across, and they won't even see your feet. And if you have a smoke, you can throw it under the train, and then with that you can easily get out. You can get up on this ladder, but when you're up here, you have a good view on pretty much everything. So in my opinion, this is one of the better spots to op. In Counter-Strike Source, there was like some barrels right there, so it made it a little bit harder, but this is, in CSGO, it's really open, and you can easily op, in my team we call this spot back alley or Ivy, whatever. Usually you want to have like a rifler support you from like somewhere over here. This is actually a really strong spot, like peeking with your left shoulder like this. But basically this guy is just backing you up. A lot of people like to play it here with an M4, which is fine, but you really need to use your like a smoke grenade or something here, because any good sniper or any good opper from the other team can easily peek you here. And a lot of people, the way they like to peek with the op is, I mean, you can go like this, but I guess a good opper, you're probably gonna die. A lot of people just like to peek like this, because the crouching in this game is pretty much like instant. So people just like peek and they crouch, and it basically has like, you have like a smaller hitbox, and usually they're gonna have their crosser at the chest level. So if you crouch, they're usually gonna have to pull their crosser a little bit down when you peek and you crouch really fast. So that's gonna give you like a split second to basically shoot him before he can even shoot you back. I think this is like one of the spots that you really have to always flash before. What you can do, that's something I really like doing actually, is having one of my teammates stay far back, and he's gonna hold a flash, and I'm just gonna get close right here, and as soon as I'm ready to peek, he's gonna flash for me from far away. So it's gonna be like an instant flash. They won't have time to dodge it. In my team we call those like pop flashes. And right after that pop flash, I can peek, and then I can hold this angle. And if the sniper is obviously going to be blind, so he's going to back off, and I can post up on the angle, and if he re-peeks me, it's going to be an easy kill for me. And while that's happening, if I have a couple teammates right behind me, they can start getting close, and they can start taking control of this spot. And then when they get close, I can pop flash for them again, and then they get out. Usually you want to smoke one side out, and then we can usually just get out, take control of this. And when you have control of like basically this whole lane, if you control this whole area, it's really easy to on this map to win the round.